Hello and assalamu alaikum. Today we're going to be starting a new chapter, motivation, where we're going to talk about motivation basically. What are the basic human needs? What are the lots of theorists that have come with motivation theories. We're going to talk about Mayo, Taylor, and Herzberg. There's also this famous one called Maslow. There's V. Rue, and there's McClelland. All these six. I'm sorry. And we're also going to talk about the lots payment methods that are there in detail and what effect does those have on the motivation of the people. And finally we could talk about what are the other things that motivate people, lots of different things as well. So without further ado, let's begin. So of course we have to start off with a definition of what basically motivation is, how does it affects people, and what are the benefits of motivation. So motivation can be defined as the factors that give people a desire or drive to achieve a goal or objective. So basically it's anything that gives you a desire or a drive to achieve a goal or an objective. The point that it is used to achieve a goal or objective should be like this is the point that should be mainly focused on, that it gives the people a desire or drive to do what, to achieve a goal or objective. So it's important in business terms, because in business studies each individual have in many businesses each individual has its own goal, individual goals or individual objectives, and individual objectives are then move on to, they are completed in order to complete the departmental objectives, and then departmental objectives are set up in a way to reach the corporate objectives. We have already talked about the hierarchy of objectives in the objective chapter, so you can look at that. So basically motivation affects the productivity of employees. High motivation causes employees to be continually interested and committed to a job, role, or business. On the other hand, employees with low motivation only provide the minimum of what is expected. For example, just reaching target sales so as to get the job done. Basically if you are motivated to do something, you will be more productive at your work. You will try to do the best you will try to give your best. But if you don't have a desire or drive to achieve a goal, you just want to get the job done, you just want, okay, I want to do the minimum work that is required of me, you just do that, get your salary, and that's it. That's not motivation, that's actually demotivation, and you're not just committed to your job, you don't have a drive or desire, you just want to get the job done. So what are the benefits of motivated employees? Well, there will be lower absenteeism, which reduces the disruption caused by absent employees. Absenteeism basically means that being absent, and the number of you can say how many times an employee is absent. So lower absenteeism means that employees are not frequently absent, they are usually present the days that they took off for some other work, like they are committed to the work, they want to come to the work, they don't want to be at home or doing some other work, they are committed to the job, so they try not to be absent without any particular reasons. There will be lower labor turnover, which means reducing recruitment and training costs for the business. Labor turnover basically happens when employees are not satisfied with their job, they are not, or they find some other opportunities, so they just leave the business and join your other other firms, maybe your competitors. So that actually has some negative effects on the business, because you have some recruitment, you will have to hire some other staff members, and there will be recruitment cost, selection and all, and you'll have to train that particular new employee as well, so there will be training costs involved as well. But if there's lower labor turnover, that means your employees are being retained and all that cost is saved. There's better quality products or services due to more care being taken and a desire to achieve a good standard of work. It also increases job satisfaction, and employees are prepared to accept the responsibility. Okay, just a little tweak over here. Yeah, all good. All good? Yeah, sure. Yep. So yeah, it increases job satisfaction, employees are satisfied with their job, and they're prepared to accept responsibility, they want some responsibility to be given. So if they are being given responsibility of quality, then try to do the best of their abilities and try to get the best quality they can, so customers are happy as well. Business objectives are more likely to be achieved because employees will match their personal objectives with those of the business. Now, this is the same thing that I had said about the objective part, that corporate objectives are divided into departmental objectives, and departmental objectives are divided into individual objectives. So individual objectives, when these are, they say, when the employees know that okay, if we can complete our individual objectives, it will somehow lead to the business getting closer to its corporate objective. So they are more willing to do that job, and hence the objectives are also more likely to be achieved. Then moving on, we have human needs. What are human needs? Basically, it can be defined as the elements required for survival and normal mental and physical health. So anything that is required for survival, required for your mental health and your physical health, those are basic human needs. You can say food, water, clothes, a healthy social life for mental health and physical health, maybe some activities and stuff. So all these are human needs. Now, of course, there are a lot of human needs, and not all can be satisfied somehow, but there are some human needs that can be satisfied at work. Although that's not always the case, sometimes even these needs cannot be satisfied due to some other issues, but generally, these needs can be satisfied at work. So, what are these needs? They're subsistence, which are physiological needs. Employment can provide an income sufficient to allow people to have shelter, food, and clothes. The basic requirements, the basic survival needs are being taken care of at business, because if you have enough insufficient income that you are happy with your life, you're happy with the money you're getting, then that means that your physiological needs are being taken care of. Then protection. A permanent or long contract of employment provides security that income will be received for the foreseeable future. Some business also provide healthcare and pensions. Now, by the term protection, we do not mean that protection against some crime or something. No, protection over here means that the job is being protected. That there's no risk of the business might go into some turmoil and you lose your job, you will be made redundant, or you will be dismissed. No, because a permanent or long contract of employment is there sometime, most of the times, which provides security that income will be received for the foreseeable future. Okay, as long as the contract remains, my security, my job is secured, and I can work accordingly, work without any tension and something, without any stress. Some business also provide health care and pensions. Health care for some people who need some health care. Okay, they also provide health care, and your pensions are also there in case you are retired something. So all this, whichever business provides these facilities, that means their human needs for protection are being satisfied. There's participation, that is belonging needs. Humans have some need, like as I said, mental health, that you need you have a need that you need to have being belonging, a feeling of belonging. That's what humans want, that I want to be somewhat needed. I want to feel like I'm a part of the business. I am needed on the business. So that's about the participation, that it can be met with a rich culture that creates friendly, welcoming organization and working in teams. So working in teams, okay, your team needs it. There's a friendly team. There's a friendly organization. So your social needs are being met. It can also take the form of responsibilities within an organization. So if you are given responsibility, that means that you belong in the organization. The organization needs you, so you have these responsibilities, and that way your human needs of belonging can be satisfied. There are esteem needs as well. Esteem needs can be met at providing rewarding and challenging work that builds respect from others, a sense of achievement, and confidence in one's ability. One small mistake. Ah, there you go. So as I was saying, that these are your self-esteem needs. You need something. You need to be like rewarded for your work. You need some challenge. Some employees, not all, some employees need challenging work that they can build a respect from others, that others respect them. So they want some challenging work, that okay, I've done so and so much challenging work, now others will respect me, I'll be rewarded, you will have a sense of achievement and confidence in your own ability. That's what esteem is. And finally, we have self-actualization needs, which in Maslow's hierarchy of needs is at the topmost level. This means that this can be satisfied by developing opportunities for career growth and leadership responsibility. So when your career is moving on, you are growing in your career, you're moving ahead, you're making more and more achievements, then your self-actualization needs are being fulfilled. And your leadership responsibility, if you are being given leadership responsibility, you are moving up in a leadership position, you feel like a leader, and you're like, maybe perhaps you are first given the role of a worker representative, then a supervisor, then a manager, then a director, then that means your self-actualization needs are being fulfilled. So that's all about the human needs that are there. Sometimes there are more human needs as well which can be fulfilled, but generally we look at these needs that are generally fulfilled, and these go in the descending order, that most frequently satisfied to the least frequently satisfied. So that's the order that I've put them down in. And that wraps up our today's video lecture. We talked about motivation and we talked about human needs. And next video we're gonna start about the motivation theorists. Look forward to that. Thanks for watching, and Allah Hafiz.